Hello students, see this question from chapter number 2 of Pathfinder. The chapter is Newton's laws of motion. What is the question saying that the lower end of a uniform and extensible rope of mass 2 kg and length 4 meter is attached to a block of mass 7.5 kg placed on a horizontal floor. This is your block and there's a rope. Okay, the rope has the mass and length of the rope is given. Now the ground is rough, so the coefficient of friction is 0.5. Okay, the upper end of the rope is held 2 meter above the lower end. This height over here is 2 meter. Okay, and the string at the bottommost point is horizontal. If you draw the tangent at the bottommost point, it is horizontal, right? And the block is at the moment under equilibrium. Acceleration to gravity is to be taken to be 10. So first they are asking what is the upper end must be pulled at an angle that is closest to what. So basically if you draw the tangent over here, so what is the angle of the tangent made with the horizontal? So I'll be honest with you, I have spent almost 4 to 5 hours in trying to solve this question. I didn't do this in a single sitting. I have tried multiple methods, several methods, and finally, in the end, I got some answer. Okay, so I'll tell you what all did I attempt, and then how did I approach my final method to get the answer to this. So first of all, what I did was I tried to draw the FBD of the rope. So for example, I took the force F. I'm just drawing the forces acting on the rope. Okay, so on this rope the force will be acting in this direction and its reaction will be acting on the block in the opposite direction, right? So this is your rope. Here we have the force F, and somewhere here will be the center of mass of the rope. Okay, so mg will be acting downwards, and over here at the upper end the force will have two components. One will be the vertical component, another will be the horizontal component. And all of you might be aware that the horizontal component of tension remains constant throughout the rope. So since the horizontal force over here is F, here also it should be equal to F. Okay. And what should be the vertical component equal to? That should balance gravity, so that should be equal to mg. So this was my FBD, and I tried to write the force equations. I tried to balance forces. Then I also tried to balance the torque, but I was not getting any satisfactory answer. This was my first attempt. Okay, this was my first method of trying to solve this. Then since I realized that the force is not useful over here, what I tried various methods of integration, but still I couldn't get a proper answer. And then finally, what I thought, what are the variables given to us in the question? What are the variables given to us in the question? The variables are length of the rope L, total length of the rope L. Then we are given the height Y. You can see this height Y 2 meter is given, correct? And then the third parameter that we have to calculate anyways in the question, that is the angle theta anywhere. So finally what I thought that I should try to convert my equations into these three variables. Okay, right, these are the three variables that I should be using. So based on these three variables, let's understand how to create the equation. So this is your rope. Okay, I am taking a random height y and a random mass m y, right? And let the total mass of the rope be equal to m. And here the force acting, the horizontal component over here is equal to F. So at this point, what will the forces equal to? On one side we have F, and on the other side we have mg, right? The vertical force should balance the weight of the rope. Okay, and the resultant of these forces should be the tangent to the rope over here, making angle theta, correct? The tangent of the rope over here is making angle theta. Now what should be the equation for this triangle? F tan theta should be equal to mg, correct? So if I differentiate this equation, what would I get? F sec square theta d theta should be equal to dm multiplied by g. Okay, now what is this dm equal to? So for example, somewhere in the rope I take a small section of length dl. Okay, then its horizontal component will be equal to dx and vertical component will be equal to dy, and let's say the angle over here is theta. Then what I could write down that dl will be equal to root of dx square plus dy square. Okay, right. This is basic Pythagoras theorem. Now if I take dx common over here, then dl will be equal to dx times root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. Now what is this dy by dx? Okay, what is this dy by dx? That will be tan theta, slope of the wire at any point. So I could rewrite this as dl is equal to dx root of 1 plus tan square theta, and 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, so this is equal to dx times sec theta. Okay, so now I can relate this dm with dl. Okay, so for the total length l of the wire, mass of the wire is m. So for dl length, mass should be how much? M by l times dl. This will be your mass dm. Okay, so that's what I will put in my formula. F sec square theta d theta is equal to m by l dl multiplied by g. And what is dl equal to? Dl is equal to dx sec theta. So this is equal to f sec square theta d theta plus, sorry, equal to m by l multiplied by g times dx sec theta. Okay, now again I will do some. Okay, first let's simplify this. So we have f sec theta d theta equal to mg by l dx. Okay, now one more thing again. Dy by dx is the slope of the wire at any point, that is equal to tan theta. So I could write down dx will be what? Dy by tan theta. So here I can write down f sec theta d theta equal to mg by l times dy by tan theta. Okay, now in this equation f, mg and l, these are all constants for the entire rope, while theta is something I'm changing as I go along the wire. Okay, as I go along the wire I'm changing theta. All right, so f sec theta tan theta d theta is equal to mg by l dy, right? So now we just need to do the integration. Okay, my rope is starting from this point and going all the way up to over here, correct? So my angle theta, here the angle theta is 0 and here angle theta will be theta. So my limits of integration for theta will be 0 to theta, and for dy it will be 0 to y. Now integration of sec theta tan theta d theta will give me sec theta, so this will be equal to f sec theta, and the limits will be 0 to theta, that will be equal to mg by l times y 0 to y. So this will be equal to f times sec theta minus 1 is equal to mg by l times y. Okay, now I put the limit 0 over here, so that's why I'm getting 1 over here, right? Now again I could rewrite this as f sec theta minus 1 equal to, what is mg? Total mass. In this equation mg is equal to f tan theta, right? Mg is equal to f tan theta. So here I have mg equal to f tan theta times y by l. So f will cancel out. So sec theta minus 1 by tan theta is equal to y by l. Now I could simplify this as, if I take sec theta as 1 by cos, then I will get 1 minus cos theta in numerator, and cos theta and tan theta when multiplied will give me sin theta is equal to y by l. Now 1 minus cos theta could be written as 2 sin square theta by 2, and sin theta could be written as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, that is equal to y by l. So from here I will get tan theta by 2 is equal to y by l. Okay, Now in my question, y is equal to 2 meter, L is equal to 4 meter initially. So this will be equal to 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. And when tan of something is 1 by 2, then theta by 2 will be equal to 26.56 degrees, or theta will be approximately 53.12, sorry, 53.12 degrees. So the nearest angle will be 53 degrees. Okay, so here can I mark option B, 53 degree above the horizontal. Now they are asking what is the frictional force between the block and the floor. Okay, so again, if you draw the rope over here, right, the forces are, here we have a horizontal force F, here again we have horizontal force F, gravity is there, so this vertical force will balance gravity. Okay, and over here this angle is theta, so mg will be equal to F tan theta, right? So F will be equal to mg by tan theta, or we have theta equal to 53 degree and mass m equal to 2 kg, right? Correct. So this will be 20 by tan 53, so that will be 4 by 3, so this will be equal to 15 newtons. Okay, so this force F is equal to 15 newton, and on the block the same force is acting in forward direction and friction from the ground will be acting in backward direction. Okay, so friction and force will balance each other, so your friction will be equal to 15 newton. So option A will be correct. Okay, now in the third question they are asking the upper end of the rope is slowly shifted downwards and simultaneously away from the block, maintaining the tangent at the lower end horizontal. Now you are shifting the position of the upper end such that the lower end always remains horizontal. Okay, then when the block begins sliding, at what height above the lower end is the upper end? Okay, now, so on the block, let's draw the forces. Gravity is acting downwards. Gravity will be 75 Newton for the block, correct? Then normal force will also be equal to 75 Newton to balance gravity. Okay. Now the rope will be applying horizontal force F and friction will be acting backwards. Okay. Now the block is about to slide. So friction is equal to mu times normal force, and friction should also be equal to the force F. So we can directly say that F is equal to mu n. So mu is 0.5 into n is 75. So this is equal to 37.5 Newton, right? Now again coming back to the rope. So here is your force F, F, mg, mg, right? So F tan theta is equal to mg, m is the mass of the rope in this case. F we have just calculated is equal to 37.5 times tan theta is equal to weight of the rope, that is 20 newtons. So tan theta will be, this will be 8 by 15. Then if you calculate tan theta by 2 will be approximately 0.25, and tan theta by 2 we have calculated is equal to y by L, where y is this height, correct? And L is the total length of the rope. So y will be 0.25 L and L is 4 meter. So this will be equal to 1 meter, right? So option C will be correct here.